umaga, mayad nga agahon. Coming to you live from Numancia, Aklan in Western Visayas in the Philippines. I'm having my morning cup of coffee on my coffee with Gino cup here. My Copico Blanca. Copico Blanca is my choice of a 3-in-1 coffee here in the Philippines. It's a coffee, cream, and sugar all in one. Powder form, comes in this sachet. You put it in your cup, add hot water, and you have a nice cup of coffee. All right, Tim, my good friend in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Yo, Gino. Yo, Tim. Hey, Bill Meyer, good morning. Hey, brother, good morning. I just dropped off Leanna at school. She had school today. Yesterday was a holiday, so no school for Leanna, but today, back to school. And I was talking to her on the way to school. She said her Christmas party is on December 18. So after that, no more school for her until the next year. That's the start of their Christmas break. Hey Lowell, Kumusta Lowell from Oregon? God bless my brother, God bless. Hey Derek, hello, aloha my brother. I was hanging out with Ruben last night at Edgar's birthday party. We had a great time. Ruben is my brother from Hawaii. He's about to head off back to the United States. He's gonna make a trip to Angeles City and then go back to San Diego. He's gonna spend the holidays with his family in San Diego. Then he'll be back here after Ati-Atihan. Ati-Atihan's gonna be from January 11th to January 18th. So after Ati-Atihan, Ruben wanted to avoid the chaos and all the people here in Kalibo during Ati-Atihan. There's a lot of people here for Ati-Atihan come January. At least 20 times the amount of people normally in Kalibo. A lot of traffic, just a lot of celebration for Ati-Atihan. And Ruben wanted to avoid. He experienced it the beginning of this year because Ruben got here right after New Year's, so he's had this feel already of the festival, so he's gonna try to avoid it this time around. J-Boy, hey J-Boy, good morning J-Boy. All right, thank you for joining the live stream this morning. Oh Tim, that's all right, you're a Kumon, all right. Leanna, she has Kumon today actually. I was trying to convince her to do Kumon yesterday because she didn't have school, but Tuesday and Saturday is her Kumon. So after school today, I have to take her to her Kumon. Kumon is additional academic for Leanna. Leanna's 12. She's taking Kumon for English, reading and comprehension, and math. She's doing really well, advancing through Kumon. I guess in Kumon, you just keep leveling up. You know, the more advanced your math, the more advanced your English, you just keep leveling it. There's really no end to it. You can do Kumon until she graduates high school. And right now, she's first year high school student, 7th grade. David Boyd, hello Gino, hello everyone. All right, David Boyd. Emilio, hey Emilio, how's the party last night after all that karaoke? I still a little hoarse on my voice. But it's normal. It's normal for karaoke. So, but we had a great time. Great birthday for Edgar. A good celebration between friends. And actually, what was kind of cool, you know, it's like we were sitting there doing karaoke, and then we all of a sudden, you know, we're on the 4th floor of La Casa Española. La Casa Española is apartment complex here in Calibo. But on their fourth floor is where that function hall, big function hall. You can have wedding receptions there. I know they've had wedding receptions there where we Edgar had reserved the room, and karaoke bar. Emilio did the karaoke bar with us this past weekend there at the fourth floor. All of a sudden, we're like seeing fireworks from the distance because last night was the opening of lights, in Calibo for the Capitol area. There's two opening of lights in Calibo. One is at the Capitol. The Capitol, they call it the Capitol. It's like where the governor of Aklan. That's his office. It's got it reminds me like a Greek building. You know, those tall pillars, columns. Really nice. If you have ever visit Calibo, you need to visit the governor's office there. A big building surrounded by other newer buildings here. But they had opening of lights last night, and they always end the opening of lights here with like a spectacular fireworks show. So we were treated. We all came out the balcony from the karaoke, and we were watching the fireworks. Actually caught it on film too, so I'll add that to a video. But it was like awesome. Edgar's like, yeah, they're doing the fireworks for my birthday. It was kind of funny. How that turned out. And then the next opening of lights, this one's the bigger one than the Capitol one, is on December 14th in Calibo at Pastrana Park. Now that's going to be the biggest event here for December for opening lights. Usually they have a concert that goes with that opening of lights, and then amazing biggest fireworks that you see here is during opening of lights, and then in Ati-Atihan, the start and end of Ati-Atihan in January, more fireworks. They're big into fireworks here. It's like I know most people in the U.S. You've seen fireworks, 4th of July. But man, they go all out here for a firework display. It's a big thing. It's a big thing here for Filipinos. Ariana, hi, hello, J-Boy. Edgar's birthday party. Oh, it was a lot of fun. I mean, good food. I mean, the food was amazing. We had pork ribs, fried chicken, a carbonara, looks like what was that? Beef and broccoli, chop suey, just a lot of fruits. We had lots of fruit bowls, rice, of course. You gotta have rice with a party, and then an unlimited beer. They had Heineken, they had Sammy Light, they had Sammy Apple, and then Red Horse, of course. I don't drink, so I wasn't drinking. I was just drinking water. But Ruben was drinking, my friends were drinking, Edgar was drinking. So it was a great time. Definitely a memorable party. And for Dazzle and I, it's kind of like the first time we've really cut loose a little bit. As you know, we lost our Chloe, our dog Chloe. Chloe was 11 and a half years old. We lost her on Thanksgiving Day. So Dazzle and I, we've been kind of down, since that. We're trying to stay busy. We're doing things. We're going out, to eat, having dates and all that. But it's just not the same for us, for Dazzle and I, because, you lose. Man, our Chloe was with us for 11 and a half years. She slept on our bed. It's like we carried her everywhere, took her on vacation. So it's still kind of weird walking around the house here and not seeing Chloe. So this was really the first night. We really cut loose a little bit. We did a duet song. We sang karaoke. So that was good for Dazzle and I. I know that was good. We have Dazzle and I. We're not even like in the holiday mood. Usually this is a big holiday here in Philippines, Christmas holiday. Man, after Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving is when I usually put up the Christmas tree, Christmas lights. We're not doing that this year just because we just don't feel like celebrating after losing our Chloe. So, but it was good to I told Edgar last night. That's really the first time we actually didn't mourn. I know the mourning, the grieving phase is going to be a while for Dazzle and I. It's just like, it's not going to be the same for both of us, but it is what it is. You know, everybody's got to go through like the grieving process. Like even me, I can tell with Dazzle, we like take turns. You know, she gets sad, I get sad, so we try to pick each other up, make sure the other person doesn't get too sad. Ooh, yeah, it went fast. Oh man, my comments here are fast. You know, I just gotta make sure I don't skip any comments here. Ariana, all right, hello Ariana. Minnie Mouser said hi. All right, Ariana again. Ooh, a lot of like waves. Thank you, thank you. Pizza. No, we didn't have pizza. We didn't have pizza. That's one thing we didn't have. Hafa Adai from North. All right, I remember Hafa Adai. I used to like see that when I was in Guam. You know, it's like when I visited Guam. That was I know Hafa Adai is like a greeting in Guam from North Carolina. All right. Hey, that's my friend. I didn't realize I had to look at your. I had to look at the name. I read the comment first. Beltran, my friend there. I didn't know you're in North Carolina, man. I thought you were in the island. I thought you were in the island, man. Must be on vacation. Must be on vacation. Anthony Portillo. What did it said? All right. I mean, good joke. I mean, you know, it's funny joke. Nothing wrong with joking. Nothing wrong with having a sense of humor. Hey, Belize. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, Sun Cruz, son. I know it's a beautiful day, man. Look at that. Look at that sun right there. You can tell, like, I'll have the door open here. It's like a sunny morning here. It did rain a little bit, like on the way home last night. It was a little bit of downpour last night, but bright and sunny this morning. Anthony Portillo said hi. All right, howdy. All right. Daniel, howdy to the birthday boy, to the Panay Posse. I know, right? Edgar had a great time. You could tell, you know, he's surrounded by friends and now family there. You could tell he's just like smiling the whole night. A great birthday. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for Edgar because I think he has successfully made the soft landing here in the Philippines. And that was going to be my topic. Since Belus is here, I got to have a topic. So that was going to be my topic today. It's like a soft landing here in the Philippines. And how important that is to like, you know, that's the start. You know, when I talk about soft landing, it's your like first 3 months in the Philippines, you know. You do your research, of course, you contact, you know, connect with people in the Philippines while you're back in your home country. But at the end of the day, you have to be boots on the ground, right? You have to like get that plane ticket, get that, you know, thousands of miles trip to the Philippines, and you land here in the Philippines. And that's going to be my topic. I was going to talk about soft landing here. Very important, I think, you know, it's like, some people, I think, ignore it because I've had people that moved here. I had a friend, he's doing well now. He's over a year now in Iloilo City and he's doing great. But I remember my friend when he was flying in, you know, he was contacting me before he got to the Philippines. We were communicating a little bit. But his whole plan was like landing in Manila. You know, it's like his whole plan was like landing in Manila and you go from there. And I told him, man, good thing you told me. And I steered him away from doing that because Manila, if that's gonna be your landing spot here in the Philippines, and if you've never been to the Philippines, like my friend, he's never been to the Philippines. That was gonna be his introduction to the Philippines. That can sour you really quick with the Philippines because Manila, to me, if you haven't been overseas, like if say he was coming from Florida, you know, you land in Manila, man, that just could be too overwhelming. You know, it's like I know people watch videos. I know they see they've seen Manila in the videos, but man, when you land in Manila, it will overwhelm you. The traffic, the noise, the pollution, air pollution. It's got some of the worst air here in the Philippines is in Manila. Just too much for the census, I think, for you to like. I know you can get a place in Manila, you know, you can be a little bit away from that, but it's hard to get away from all the madness that is Metro Manila, because just the traffic alone, you can get stuck in traffic for like hour, 2 hours in Manila. The amount of trash, you know, it's like they have a difficult time. You can see piles of trash at different areas of it. It doesn't matter if they have that. I think they have that MMDA or something like Metro Manila. They try to clean it. It's just so big. Manila's just so big. It reminds, you know, it's kind of like a New York City. You know how New York City is just so packed, and you know, you got like so many millions of people. I think they're already in the 14 to 15 million, all trapped in that little, you know, that area. That, you know, I was like researching Manila, Metro Manila is like 245 square miles, that area, and they got over 15 million people in that 245 square mile area. Here in Aklan province, this is like 3 times the size of Metro Manila. We got over 750 square miles here in Aklan province, and we have 500,000 people. So we got bigger space out here, lesser people, you know, so it can just be overwhelming. And I'm glad, you know, my friend before, you know, before he landed, when he got here to the Philippines, I talked him into not picking Manila, make his soft landing in Iloilo City. And ever since, he's just like had a positive experience about the Philippines. I mean, comparing Manila to Iloilo City, it's not even close, man. Iloilo City blows Manila away as far as like traffic, organization, you know, just like everything is better. Everything is better in Iloilo City. That's why I always tell people, to me, you know, my personal opinion, it's the best city in the Philippines. If you're trying to find that soft landing here in the Philippines, you know, Iloilo City, for me, definitely, it's like number one. And my friend, he's been over a year now here in the Philippines. He landed in Iloilo. The first year, he stayed like in the condos in Iloilo. That's usually a good kind of soft landing when you get here, because the condominiums, like where he stayed at the Palladium in Iloilo City. He was walking distance to like a 7-Eleven. Walking distance. I mean, he can look at Festive Walk Mall. So to me, that's just a soft landing, because like you're in your condo, you walk out your condo, you're walking to like grocery, yeah, movie theater, McDonald's. He even found his favorite carinderia. I actually ate at that carinderia, and I know why he liked it. You know, it's like a good carinderia. He became friends with the people in the carinderia. So that was just a nice transition for him in the Philippines. That 3 months made, you know, the first 3 months, it just made him like relax, you know, because a lot of times that's the one thing when you're moving here into the Philippines. There's so much that you're thinking. There's so much things that you're worrying about. You're trying to get settled at the same time at the new location, new environment, new people, and then you're trying to sort out your driver's license. You're trying to sort out your visa. You're trying to sort out even just getting your produce, like your grocery. You know, it's like you know, you don't really know until you get boots on the ground, until you get here. It's like what kind of vegetables are you going to be eating? What kind of fruits are you going to be eating? What kind of like cooking, even like cooking, like simple thing like cooking. You know, it's like because of the materials that are here, the, you know, like the spices, the herbs, the like simple thing like vanilla extract. I know Edgar was asking me when Edgar got here, it's like, where can I get vanilla extract, or where can I get mustard? You know, things like that. You know, you don't think about that stuff when you're coming here, but when you come here, you're like, you know, you're used to eating things that you like, you know, and those, you know, it takes time to like get those, everything, like source everything that you like. If you like mustard, if you use vanilla extract, you know, it's not easy to like learn all that. That's why I always tell people, select a good place for your soft landing. Like for me, my soft landing was Boracay Island. After doing my recon the year before, I visited, like, I went to Baguio, Boracay, Tagaytay. I went to Angela City, Subic. I was trying to like lock down my medical care. That was a concern also with my TRICARE insurance, my military medical insurance. So all that plays into that part of selecting your soft landing. But man, to me, Boracay was just like perfect, because like that was the pace of life that I want to experience. You know, I'm a beach person. I love Boracay. Even to this day, Boracay is my happy place. So when I landed there in 2011, it was just so easy for me. You know, all the stress just lifted off me. You know, it's like when I came from the United States, you know, I was thinking, you know, this was 2011. YouTube was really not really that popular yet. You know, there's a lot of things that, you know, it's like, for me, it was a little easier than the Americans, because I'm dual, you know, at the time I wasn't dual citizen. I didn't get my dual citizen after about a year and a half that I was here. But that when I landed, you know, I have a Filipino birth certificate. I was not dual citizen yet, but I have a Filipino birth certificate. I was born in Manila, in Tondo, Manila. Tondo General Hospital is where I was born. So I had my birth certificate, so I knew I was eligible for the balikbayan privilege. So, and that was awesome, because I didn't have to worry like tourist visa, renewing visa. So at least that was one thing that I didn't have to worry, because if you're a former Filipino, you become a citizen, like I'm a citizen of the United States, just your birth certificate entitles you to the balikbayan privilege. And the balikbayan privilege is it's not a visa. People call it a visa, but it's not a visa. It's a privilege for former Filipino. If you're Filipino, you get the privilege. And the privilege is 1 year stay here in the Philippines without any fees, zero fees. You land at the airport, you show your birth certificate, Philippine birth certificate, they stamp your passport, balikbayan privilege. Good, then they'll put an expiration date there. And all you have to do, like at that time, I had to actually leave because, you know, my year was getting up. I was staying in Boracay. And I think my first trip, I want to say my first trip, I went to Hong Kong, because like it was an easy flight from Calibo at the time. So I went to Hong Kong, and then I spent 3 days in Hong Kong, came back, my balikbayan privilege started again, another year. But before that year, but that second year ended, I went ahead and applied for dual citizenship. And I know there's like a big controversy now. Some guy, some Congressman Moreno or somebody introduced a bill. I mean, it's only introduction of a bill, you know, it's like long way from becoming a law, you know. It's like people that understand all these bills that he wants to eliminate dual citizenship. So not a big deal for me, like I said on the previous live stream. If I have to choose citizenship, of course, I'd be stupid not to select American citizenship, because I got benefits there. I got Social Security coming in 2 years from now. I'm good with my Social Security with America, so that would be my choice. Philippine citizenship, the only reason I reacquired my Philippine citizenship was I was going to go to school on my GI Bill, and they were asking me for a student visa. You know, I couldn't go to school on the balikbayan privilege. They still asked me to get a student visa. So instead of yearly student visa renewals, I just went and got my Philippine citizenship back. That's really the only benefit I've seen here of becoming a Philippine citizen again. And then when I turn 60 next year, this 2026, I'm a senior now, considered a senior. So I would get a senior card, 20% discount on pretty much everything here. Priority, you know, senior priority here. I'll get my senior ID card when that happens, when I turn 60. JP, hello, Gino and the posse. All right. Zimmerman, you look smart. I don't know if I'm smart. You know, it's like I do like to read. I do like to share information, but I have a lot to learn. Even here in the Philippines, I've been here going on 15 years now. I'm still learning. It's like learning is like an endless process. Charlie Lass, good morning, Charlie Lass, my good friend in Boston, my good friend in Boston. Wow, current rate is 59.19. Man, that's got to be one of the highest rates I've seen here, Tim. I haven't even checked, man. I haven't checked the current rate of Tim is talking about the dollar Philippine peso exchange rate, 59.19. That's like some of the highest rates I've ever seen there, ever in the history of the peso. I don't think we're climbing into record territory. Definitely if it hits 60, that's the all-time high here. I have never seen the Philippine peso drop to 60 pesos per $1. Manila Gorilla. Hey Martin, hello, hello, Manila Gorilla. Good morning, JP from Daniel. Yo, 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 short timer. Daniel, short timer, Daniel. Short timer in America. Yeah, I just got a message from Daniel. He's got a good plan. I mean, I like your plan, Daniel. Where Daniel, his plan was he picked Cebu City just for his landing for his like 3 months because he wants to process his SRRV. SRRV is like the retirement visa here. Daniel's a former, Sergeant USA, you can tell, former military. So he's eligible for lesser deposit. If you're not in the military, it's a higher deposit here in the Philippines to get that retirement visa. But for military personnel in the United States, the deposit required is like $3,000. So $3,000. And it's just a deposit so you can stay here and then you can get it back when you decide to ever leave the Philippines. So it's still your money. It's just you can't touch it while you're here. And he's going for the retirement visa. Many people I know here are on the retirement visa. Michael C is one. There's a few people that I know that are on the retirement visa. They got benefits with that retirement visa. Michael was telling me, he gets discounts at different companies that support that retirement visa. And it's not just Americans taking advantage of that retirement visa. I mean, there's like Japanese, Koreans, Chinese, Canadians, Australians. They have a ceremony. I'm a member of their Facebook group, and I'm seeing like 25, 30 people a week availing that. They take a group photo of like, I guess they do a certificate or like a presentation, and they take a group photo, and every week I'm seeing like 25, 30 people attending the ceremony. They even actually had a Christmas party. The Philippine Retirement Authority, I know this because Michael C, he attended the party. He sent me pictures. Rev Fred, hey, hi bro, God bless. Hey, God bless, Rev Fred. Can you give me glasses? I want to watch moon surface, all right? Hey, Mike John say hello, happy early Christmas from Pearl. Wow, all right. Pearl City in Hawaii, mabuhay. Music saves the earth and with peace. All right. I like that. Music saves the earth with peace. Hey man, I'm all about peace, man. It's like peace be with everyone. It's like we need peace more in our lives than all the drama and all the wars going on. We need more peace, man. The list looked amazing. 60th birthday, very big deal. That was, I know, right? And those, we were talking about that last night, Belus. Here in the Philippines, there's a few ages that are a big deal for people celebrate their birthday. I know 1-year-old is big, 7 years old, 18 for debut, the 18, and then 60. That's quite a milestone because 60 is like, in the Philippines, 60, you're now considered a senior citizen. You get your senior citizen card at 60. just to make it to 60 is an accomplishment, right? Not everybody is guaranteed 60 years old. It's like music saved the earth with peace. All right, I like that. Hey, OB, my good friend Olson, Aliyah, hey, Isaiah, my buddy Isaiah in Columbia, South Carolina. Magandang umaga, kuya. Magandang umaga, kapatid. And hello, Panay Pasi and peeps. All right. So sorry, bro. I did not know you lost Chloe. I know, Rep Fred. It's gonna be a while for Des and I. We're still processing that whole thing. 11 and a half years. That was our baby, basically. I remember people used to always ask us, how come you guys don't have a baby? Have a baby. And Des and I would always just look at each other because Chloe was our baby. And she stayed like a baby for 11 and a half years. Even as she got older, she acted more, she's not so hyper anymore. We used to carry her. That, she was just our baby. It's we're still we're still going through the grieving. It's gonna be a while. I know our life's not normal for a little bit here, and that's okay. People got different ways of grieving. For us, it's just hard for us to celebrate anything right now. Like even Christmas, we're not gonna be big on Christmas this year because we got too many good memories of Chloe during Christmas. You are unemployed, sir? No, I'm not unemployed, sir. I'm United States military retired. I retired from the United States military, 20 years active duty. So I get a military pension the rest of my life. Also, I get medical care from the military. So I have income. I'm not unemployed. I'm not unemployed. I'm amazed you made it to Master Sergeant and never got pulled for observer duty in your career. Yeah, I saw your message that you're in the military. We have this random urine analysis. I remember it's for drug testing, and there's a duty that you get additional duty that you get tasked as a male observer, where you would have observe other males peeing on the cup. Peeing in the cup. I never had to do that duty. I guess because when I was in the hospital, I was medical administration. We did so many other duties already. And a lot of times, I was the one selecting people for those duties. I worked in the orderly room. In the orderly room, we were the ones assigning people additional duties. I worked in many orderly rooms in the hospital. Worked for the first sergeant and the commander. So maybe that's why I never got pulled for observer duty. I did other duties. I mean, I've done, in the hospital, we had what's called prescription medication destruction. When a medication in the hospital expires, you have to destroy it, and we have to burn it in an incinerator before, because you don't want it to get in, it's expired. You don't want it to be used. Many other additional duties that I had to do, but never the observer duty. I actually didn't get tested much in the military. I remember for drug testing. I know it was random. One time when beginning of my career, I think it was almost like annual. You had to do drug testing annually. Then it became random. When it became random, it became less. I guess they were testing less and less people in the military for drugs, because hardly anybody tested positive for drugs in the military, because it'd be crazy for you to be taking drugs, because you're going to get kicked out of the military if they test your urine and you got drugs in it. You're out of the military. They even jail you before they kick you out. Good morning, Gino and Dazzle, Lynn. All right, thank you, Lynn. Settling my teenage kids at North Carolina before making. Oh, okay, all right. I didn't know. It's like that's all right. Before making the move to the Philippines. All right. Emilio. I hope the condo that they're building at Bayside will be done soon there when I come back. Yeah, it'll be a while. That's the thing about here, Emilio. Any construction here in the province, if they're building condominiums, apartments here, it's a long process. It's like nothing moves fast here in the. You can even see like the Calibo Public Market, the new Calibo Public Market. that was scheduled to open this year. It's already behind schedule, and I'm looking at it. Maybe they're talking about middle of 2026. If they're talking middle of 2026, it might be Christmas in 2026 before they finish that thing. It's like nothing moves fast here. Everything moves on island times here. Delays are very common here. I am getting married on. I remember you mentioned it, Rev Fred. Congratulations, in Dubai. All right, my Filipina, so excited. You are blessed. You are blessed, Rev Fred. That's gonna be awesome. We need a Panay Posse shirt. I actually tried. To get like a Panay Posse made. We will, but I don't sell it, J-Boy, like even the cups. I don't like selling. I don't like to get in the business of merch. To me, when I make the cups, when I hand the person a cup, if I get a t-shirt made, I hand it, it's a gift for me. It's like, I'm not in this thing to make money. It's like, I want to build good relationship with people and friends. It's like, if you come here to Panay Island, if you meet me in person, J-Boy, I'm gonna make sure you get a cup, you get something that says Panay Posse on it. OB, all right, Daniel. What up, Daniel? How many weeks left? All right, he's counting down. I mean, it's like, I think it's like 3 months away now. JP is the one that's gonna be here soon. Like right there, JP. I was going to land in Cebu, only one step down from crashing in Manila. Yeah, I mean, Cebu, I've been to Cebu. It's a little better than Manila. Is just like, man, if you go to Manila and that's your landing spot in the Philippines, it might cause you to like get on a plane back where you came from. But it's just tough, man. Manila's just like it's a tough city. There's the traffic, the amount of people. Anywhere you go, it's crowded. All the malls are packed. It's like then you got to worry about your safety. Your pocket being picked. Getting mugged, ATM. I mean, there's just so many things going on in Manila. It's like I said, Manila to me is like New York City. Just so much going on, and then you don't know who to trust. I don't trust anybody in Manila. Cabs are crooked. It's like it's just not a good soft landing. That's why Cebu City, a little better than Manila. It's still a pretty big city. At least in Cebu City, you can leave Cebu City, and then once you're outside the city, you're okay. Like Mualboal, there's Kawasan Falls. You're at least close to those type of. Manila is just like, man. One experience in Manila. If you ever get stuck in traffic in like EDSA, if you get stuck in traffic, if you could be stuck in traffic for an hour, 2 hours, and I'm not kidding, people there know this. There's flooded areas in Manila where you can't go, so the traffic just like balloons like really fast. It's like, and the MRT, the LRT, the subway, the above ground subway that you ride, man, you're packed in there like sardines, man. You're like, you better hang on to your wallet. You better hang on to your valuables there, because like it's just crazy. It's too much. Cebu City, it's a little better. But I remember when Robbie from Rhode Island, that's where he landed. He landed in Cebu City, and he stayed there for like 1 month. And and Robbie's a big guy. Robbie was in the army. And he just said, man, I just don't feel safe walking around here in Cebu at night. And he stayed at a nice Airbnb condo complex, but he just didn't feel safe. And so, in my time, when Dazzle and I go to Cebu City, I got the same feeling. Where, you really have to like watch your stuff, and wonders of the world. When I went to the island, they banned you for farting. That's pretty bad, man. Billy's laughing out loud. Billy's, that's funny. Hey, good morning, brother from another. There's my brother from another, Michael in Dumaguete City. Check out his YouTube channel there. Castaway Drift, a good guy, man. If you're looking for a positive person like me just don't want drama, positive about the Philippines, check out his channel. He's just like, he's a brother from another for me. We're like kindred spirits. We're like the same people. Daniel, 83 days. Oh, not that you're counting, right? 83 days, Daniel. It's like, not that you're counting. Not that you're counting. That's funny. That's funny. Beltran, I need to rewatch your previous videos regarding navigating healthcare. Oh yeah, I have TRICARE videos. There's a playlist. If you can go to like the Dazzle TV, go to playlist, and I have a whole, I think I have about 10 videos regarding TRICARE there. Nothing has changed much with TRICARE. There's still very few preferred Preferred TRICARE facilities are those facilities that you just pay a copay, and the hospital here, like for me, Medical City Iloilo, they file all the paperwork to TRICARE. BGC, they got like St. Luke's BGC, Medical City and Angelo City. There's several, but not many. Actually, Cebu City, I was surprised. Even Davao City, they do not have a TRICARE preferred facility. Surprising. You know, it's like Iloilo City's got it, but you know, that's the way to go to find yourself, live near like me. I'm 3.5 hours away from Medical City Iloilo. That way, if you get hospitalized or something like that, they take care of all the paperwork for you if it's TRICARE preferred. Your other choice, I mean, all over the Philippines, there's just TRICARE certified, where you pay upfront and you file with TRICARE. I've never had trouble with TRICARE. That when I pay up front, I do the filing, but I'm medical administration, so I'm good at scanning paperwork, following directions. You know, a lot of times when people claim that they never got paid by TRICARE for a visit, they just messed up. You know, they just messed up. I know they did, because that used to be my job. You know, when I was in the military, some of the job that I worked was insurance, claims in the hospital, and it's always like, you didn't fill out the form, or you didn't sign the form, or you're missing a document. If you follow the directions, you scan all the documents needed, receipts, doctors, or whatever documents you have. If you have it all complete, no problem using TRICARE. I've been using TRICARE here for many years. I've filed over 100 claims with TRICARE. It works here. So don't believe it when people tell you like all the hassle that they have here with TRICARE. A lot of it is like they just don't understand the process, or they're trying to rush their claim. You know, as long as you got your documents in line, and once you file once, you'll know how the system works. No problem here. But the easiest way is just finding a TRICARE preferred facility. That way, you don't have to worry about filing it online. After I find my Filipina, I want to take her to be a tourist in Cebu and go to Ayala Mall. It's just like America there. 21 days until... All right, 21 days. All right, man. I can't wait to pick you up, GP. Oh yeah, there's plenty of malls here, man. That's one thing the Philippines is good at, man. Or they keep building. You know how malls are dying in the United States. You hardly see any malls now because people are shopping online. In the Philippines, they keep building more malls, more SM, more City Mall, more Gaisano Mall. You know, it's like they can't have enough malls here. And it's going to keep continuing because the Philippines is a growing population. You know, we're not one of those countries where population increase is a problem. You know, it's like Filipinos are multiplying here, man. So they have to keep building homes. They got to keep building malls. You know, it's like our population growth is like fast. You know, people like having kids here. People like having kids here. J-Boy, where will you settle in the Philippines? All right. Planning making Tagbilaran City. Oh, nice. I like it, man. You got a good place, good landing, good soft landing. Tagbilaran City in Bohol, man. That's an awesome place to have a soft landing because you're close enough to like Panglao, your tourist destinations in Bohol. At least they have a Tagbilaran, it's a decent sized city, not a humongous city. You're like a two hour away ferry ride to Cebu. When we went to Tagbilaran on the fast craft, 2 hours you're in Cebu City. So Great place, great landing spot. And again, that's the key, man. That's the key. I think, anyway, when you select your soft landing, you gotta select well. You know, I mean, it has to be a place where you've been there or you like the place. You know, it's like, why land at a place where it's not gonna be like an enjoyable place? You know, Tagbilaran City, you're gonna love it there. I saw that city. You know, it's small enough. They have enough. You know, they have a hospital, they have malls, and a lot of beaches near you. You know, so it's like good place there, Beltran. Island City Mall. Yeah, there you go, man. You're all set. You're all set, man. Flying in from Japan to Cebu took a bit of time, effort. I didn't want to go near Manila. Yeah, smart move, Daniel. That's always my recommendation to people. If you can avoid Manila, avoid Manila. Even if it's not, you know, even if you're passing through. If you have a choice of landing in Angeles City, land in Angeles City. If you have a choice of landing in Cebu, land in Cebu. Manila, it'll just sour you to the Philippines. Even the airport there is like one of the worst airports that you're gonna experience. It's like Manila Airport. It's like chaos. It's like you land there and like especially if you have to have a domestic flight that you got to catch. You land at the international airport. Doesn't matter what time it is. You got to ride a bus or you got to take transportation to go to the domestic terminal. And sometimes they change it. You know, it's like, it's just confusing. It's not a fun place to fly in and out. It's that's why they're building that mega airport in Bulacan. That's gonna be like billions of dollars they're throwing at this airport in Bulacan. Bulacan and Manila not too far from each other, maybe an hour using the highway. So that's why they're building that mega airport there, because Manila is just so congested. The flights are delayed. When you land in Manila, domestic flights are delayed. It's just like not a good place to fly into. Kalibo, New Year's in the Philippines for you will be fun experience. Plenty of Filipinas around as well during the holidays. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of celebration here during the month of December. Kalibo is gonna be fun, and Kalibo just right. You got the December opening allies, you got Christmas, you got New Year's, and not even 10 days after New Year's, you got Atiatihan. You know, so this next 30 days or so here in Kalibo is gonna be crazy. I'm on cup number 3 coffee. Cup number 3. I only have one a day, man. One a day coffee for me. Everything in moderation. Alcohol, I don't even drink alcohol hardly. You know, it's like last night didn't have a single, and I don't even have the urge anymore if a lot of times people just offer me alcohol if I haven't seen the guy, you know, like a brother of mine, or you know, just like, you know, just to have a sip, but that's it. You know, I'm done with that. I'm done with drinking. It's not a big thing anymore for me. I saw Belize, you and the Colonel are having fun hanging around. Tough day always. Trek in and out. Really words of encouragement. Boots on the ground are so very wise words. All right, thank you, Belize. And it is, you know, it's like no matter how much research, no matter how prepared you are, it hits different once you hit boots on the ground. Once you get here in the Philippines, you're gonna have a different experience from anybody else. I have yet to find 2 people that had the same experience here, because we're all different. You know, we all like different things. We're all looking for different things here in the Philippines. You know, my happiness might not be your happiness, and your happiness might not be my happiness. And nothing wrong with that. You know, nothing wrong with that. At least here, you got a chance to look for it. Like my friend Edgar, you know, my brother Edgar, you know, it's like he's been here now going on 3 months, and he's made the soft landing. He's good to go. You know, he's got friends. He's got, you know, a nice lady with Edgar. You know, it's like, to me, he made the transition. You know, he couldn't be more happier. And I'm sure you'll find that out, JP, when you come here. He's made that transition to the Philippines. Edgar, I know he's never going to go back to the U.S. He has nothing thinking about the U.S. This is the life that he's found a good life here. We're here for him. We're his brothers here. Whatever Edgar needs here, we're here to support him. So exciting, JP. Congratulations, bro. Hey, Jason Potter. All right. Jason Potter was at the live stream last night. I live streamed our karaoke of Edgar's birthday last night. Mom was singing, Jason. We can get the mic off Mom, man. You know Mom when she starts singing karaoke, man. LV, hi guys. Smart choice. Yeah, oh, I know, right? All right. You know, Ted's in Bohol. Beltran, and he agrees with me, man. Tagbilaran is a good landing spot. Bohol, period. Bohol, to me, reminds me a lot of Aklan province. Some people ask me, I've been to Bohol, I can compare it to Aklan province. It's like similar. You can get a motorbike in Bohol and just travel Bohol on a motorbike. You know, it's doable. It's not, you don't hit a lot of traffic, you don't hit a lot of congestion. And even Tagbilaran City, it's not a big city. It's not like Cebu, it's not like Manila. It's a good sized city where they have a hospital there, they have malls there. Enough to where if you visit Tagbilaran City, you get a little bit of the city, but then, you know, go back to your country style or province style life in Bohol. Same thing here, you know, it's like, in Aklan, you go to Calibo. Calibo's not a city, but it has a little bit of city feel. It's a town, municipality, because you got malls here. You got Grangaysano Mall, City Mall, you got nice groceries. So you get a little bit of that, but a lot of us here that live in Aklan, and I'm sure Ted is same in Bohol, we like the peace. The peace and serenity is what we appreciate the most where we live. You know, we appreciate that. You know, we don't hear a lot of noise. You know, that is the biggest complaint I get from people that go to Manila, man. It's like, man, there's just so much noise pollution. If your ears are sensitive, Manila will like drown you, man. It'll just drown you with like the honking. Everybody hits their horns. Everybody hits their car. Everybody's beeping, horn. I mean, it's just like, man, if you got sensitive ears, you know, not a good landing spot. Manila's not a good landing spot. OB, I have 228 days left. Where did the time go? I know, right? OB, man. Less than a year, brother, man. You're getting there. That's going to go fast, man. That's going to go fast. Man, time just goes by fast. And I can't believe we're already ending 2025 here. You know, it's like Ruben. I was talking to Ruben last night. You know, he landed here 2020, January, like 2 days after New Year's is when he landed here. And he's been here now almost a year in the Philippines. Like, I can't even believe it. You know, it's like, and Ruben's like a local now. You know, he rides a Honda Click. He's got his helmet. You know, it's like he's a local. He shoots billiards. He shoots billiards with the locals in Calibo. Michael C. Hey, Michael C., my good friend, Interese Martires. What's up? Good morning, bro. Good morning, Fortune. GP. Remember, bro, my soft landing was Manila. I remember, Michael, that you said your soft landing was in Manila, man. That's a hard soft landing, man. I do not know how you did it, brother, but you survived, right? You survived, and now you're in a good spot in Trece. But man, that was hard. I paid my dues there. I know you did. I know you, man. It's just, man, that's so much, right? You know, you're living like in a concrete jungle. You know, it's hard to find like that peace and quiet in Manila. You know, you can't even go to it if you're staying at a condo or whatever in Manila. Just going out your balcony, you know, you're gonna hear all the street noise, all that. You know, to me, that's one thing I really enjoy here in the province, living here in Aklan. Man, I just like my peace and quiet. Like, let me show you now, right outside, how peaceful it is outside. Just how sunny, how peaceful it is. Man, this is what I love. This is what I love here in Aklan province. And like, this is I can hear some dogs in the background somewhere. Some dog is probably barking at somebody making delivery or something like that. But look at that sunshine today. Little cooler temperatures, not as hot out here. Not as hot out here. But just look how peaceful it is here. This is like my daily routine here. I go out here, I walk during sunrise, I do my hour walk. Then I do take Leanna to school, my live stream. And then after the live stream, I'll walk Totoy, our other dog, Totoy. I'm gonna walk her. So to me, this is what I enjoy. I enjoy that I have a little spot of peace and serenity. On my morning walks, like you've seen my morning walks in the subdivision, nobody's awake. It's like all I can hear is the birds, the birds. I have a route, I think you guys know my route on my walk. I go down the street here, and then when I make that turn is when I see the sunrise, and each day it's like a different sunrise. And then when I'm walking in the back area of Camellia, all I can hear is like birds. I'm like, to me that's like priceless for me. It's like what I really enjoy. That's why I'm a morning person. I like, very important to me to like find peace and serenity. Peace and serenity. Hey, there's Edgar. There's the birthday boy. There's the birthday boy. Hey, Edgar. All right, man. Had a great time last night, Edgar. That was so much fun. Thank you for inviting us to your birthday celebration. And I was mentioned already, Edgar. There was fireworks at Edgar's birthday. How cool is that? It's like we were treated to fireworks, spectacular fireworks show because it was the opening of lights at the Capitol area in Calibo. Now Edgar won't tell you that. Edgar will tell you that it was for him. The fireworks were for his birthday. But that was awesome because like we were singing karaoke, we were inside, and we saw. Ooh, fireworks! So we all went to the balcony and then we all watched the fireworks. It was so awesome. Just random, the thing that happened. We'll leave the lights on for you. Daniel said, we'll leave the lights on for you. Belated happy birthday, Edgar. All right. Good morning, Edgar. Belated happy birthday, Edgar, from J-Boy. Your party looked fun. Oh, it was a lot of fun. We were getting really loud there towards the end, because there was a lot of drinking going on, and drinking and karaoke, it's like it was getting loud. We were getting loud, but nobody told us to like calm down, or anything. Edgar, Daniel says, Edgar, hello, Edgar, birthday boy from JP. All right, it was very good time. And Calibo City giving me a fireworks show celebration. I know, right? It was awesome because like we were sitting there doing karaoke. I actually forgot about the opening of lights. I knew it was happening. I knew opening of lights in the Capitol area was happening, but because we were focused on Edgar's birthday. So it was like, wow, it's like all of a sudden, all these fireworks on top right there, it's like, it was just so awesome. Another benefit for you as a Philippine citizenship, you can own large amount of land. Yeah, but to me, man, I don't know if that's really a benefit. I don't know if that's really a benefit. It's like I don't know if I really want to own a large. It's hard to maintain a large. The land that we bought, decent size, but not a large amount of land. That would take a lot of work, man. That would take a lot of work owning a lot of land here in the Philippines. And I'm not a farmer, It's like the land that we bought. I do like that Dazzle planted some banana trees, papaya, guyabano, jackfruits. I'm glad that we have trees in there already growing. Some already bearing fruit. So when we build our tiny home, that would be awesome that we're surrounded by fruit trees. But nothing big, man. It's like in retirement, I want it to be easy, man. I want to be easy. I do not want to be working too hard in retirement, Tim. Edgar, I hear Calibo is going to have parades for me. I think I'm gonna have a parade. All right, that's all right, JB. But we will make sure we have an event. We have a get together for you, JP, to welcome you to Calibo. That's going to be our next get together. I'm going to plan out something, and you're coming in. JP's going to be here in 21 days. He said like right around New Year's, so that's perfect. We'll plan something. I was even thinking maybe a fishing trip, because I know you're big on fishing. Maybe like a fishing welcome to the Philippines. Have a fishing trip to Loola's Fish Farm or something like that. That would be kind of fun. You know, Mom and Dazzle, I don't have to convince them when it comes to fishing. They just went this past week. I know they want to go fishing again. Kevin Shore said hi. Sorry I'm late. Hey, no worries. No worries, Kevin. John Vasquez, JP, hi. Oh, I didn't do the weather report here. Nothing to report really on the weather. I almost forgot, man. But I do have, you saw how sunny it is, you know. That tropical depression Wilma, it had turned into like a low pressure area, so weakened, a lot weaker. And now that low pressure is in Puerto Princesa City in Palawan. So after Palawan, it's like the West Philippine Sea or so. It's gonna go out the Philippine area of responsibility. But most of the areas in the Philippines, again, pretty much, I would say, maybe, everything here, it says from northern Luzon to Mindanao, all across, it's partly cloudy skies, isolated light rains. Like, even though how sunny it is right now, it can turn here. Like later on this afternoon, it can get cloudy and rain again. But so far, it looks like it's going to be a sunny day here in Aklan Province. John Vasquez, JP Calibo, hi, all right, LV. With the SRV visa, the deposit can be used for a condo purchase. Yes, you can use it for different things, you know, it's like, but for like Daniel, it's only gonna be $3,000. So the bigger deposits I know are like $10,000 and $20,000. I don't know if that would be worth it. You know, that's a lot of money. $10,000 to $20,000. That's a lot of money to just be hanging out. I mean, you can use it for condo purchase, but even that, you know, it's like I do not hear. You know, maybe Belus is the only one really happy with the condo purchase here. Most of the people that have that I know personally that have bought condominiums, they're just not happy. You know. A lot of it is like when the condominiums get built here, they all look super nice. They have swimming pools, they have gyms, you know, amazing looking condos. But the problem here is like the maintenance, how they maintain it, you know, 5 to 10 years from now. Belus lucked up, you know, his condo in Cebu City. He's got a nice condo. But most of the people that I've talked to here just haven't had a good experience with buying a condo. The maintenance, you know, after 5-10 years, it deteriorates. The quality of the condos here deteriorate. They don't maintain it as well, like in America. You know, they don't maintain the condos here. A lot of issues come up with like when you live in a condo here. There is another PRA Christmas. All right, see, Michael's up on all the Philippine Retirement Authority, the SSRV. Michael's our guy in Manila at the Manila Hotel. All right, thank you, Michael. So see, Michael's gonna attend that party again. Manila Hotel, man, that's a big time hotel there, Michael. People gonna be dressed up for that one, man. You're gonna have to get decked out a little bit for the Manila Hotel, man. JP, yes, it's called Calibo. We welcome Chick Boys. We welcome Chick Boys. Yeah, you know, JP's already a Chick Boy. He's not even here yet, Edgar. He's not even here. He's a Chick Boy already. 60 years, January 1st. All right, Ursula. Hey, I'll be turning 60 also this 2026. I'm eager. You know, it's like a good number to reach. You know, it's a milestone, right? Just to make it to 60. You know, that's already an accomplishment right there. Good AM, Gino from Fortune. Hey, Fortune, the Panay Posse. Good to see you. Good morning, my brother. Edgar. Good morning, Mr. Fortune, the Master Yoda, our Master Yoda. I gotta get you a t-shirt or a cup, man. I'm gonna get a t-shirt or a cup, Master Yoda. I'm gonna exclusively for you, Fortune. That way, when I meet you, I hand you a nice gift, man. Good morning, Kuya Fortune from J-Boy. All right, my 66th birthday will be big for me, cause it will be my first. All right, hey, we will make it special. We will make it special, Daniel. We will celebrate your number 66. That's gonna be awesome, man. Can't wait. Can't wait for all these celebration. And to me, man, that's what it's all about. It's like a celebration of life. We're at the point of our life. Man, you got to celebrate life, man. Like I said, life, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. We never know what can happen. Think one phone call, one diagnosis can change your life completely. So if you have something to celebrate, man, we got to celebrate. We got to have fun, enjoy our brotherhood. Fortune, good AM, J-Boy, Belus, Daniel, Charlie, MG, and OB. All right, good AM, Emilio. Good birthday party, Edgar. Yeah, it was awesome, man. That birthday party is awesome. Very memorable. Time for Edgar to get his senior card. All right, it's gonna be tricky. It's like with the senior card, I know that senior card, that benefit is for Filipinos. I know that's a benefit for Filipinos. So I've read something about that. It's really not for expats, Fortune. Is that coming soon, Daniel? Hello, Fortune, Master Yoda, John V. All right, JP, Kalibu. There's also Chinese triads in Manila, Chinatown too. Ooh, I haven't been to Manila in so long, but that would not surprise me that there's like Chinese triads in Manila, Chinatown. I mean, there are just so many things going in Manila, right? There's like organized crime is in Manila. Back there were pogo in Manila. There's just so many things, so many shady things happening in Manila. It's just not a fun place for me. I don't visit it, and I was born and raised there. I got relatives that live in Manila, but it's not one of the places where I'm going to spend time in. Fortune, he's only in Manila because he has to. That's where his bank is in Makati, but Fortune would trade Manila in an instant to Panay Island. I know he would. It's just that his wife is from Bacoor, Cavite, so I respect that you got to sacrifice sometimes for your family. Cebu is like Manila. Have been there twice, but it's not safe compared to Panay. Yes. You have to be alert. That's the thing. That's the thing that I don't like about the big cities, Fortune, like Manila or Cebu City. I do not like that feeling where I cannot be you got to be like, your wallet's got to be protected. You don't carry stuff, Here, I don't got to worry about that, man. I can go to, I can walk all over Kalibo with, nobody gonna bother me. People don't steal stuff here, You saw that people leave their helmets, expensive helmets on top of their motorcycle. 4,000, 5,000 peso helmets on their motorcycle. Nobody takes it. In Manila, that won't last 15 seconds. You leave a helmet on top of your motorbike in Manila, man, that's gone in an instant. Somebody's gonna grab that helmet and run with your helmet. Here, we don't have to worry about that stuff here. That's why I like it here. Low crime, people are just friendly. It's like, the city is just tough, because when you live in a city like Manila or Cebu City, those aren't locals living in Manila or Cebu City. Those are people from all over the Philippines working in the city, trying to live and survive. They're not like here in Aklan. If you go to Kalibo, majority of the people in Kalibo are Aklanons. They're proud of their province here. That's why they don't commit crime. It's an embarrassment for somebody here to commit crime because this is your province. You're committing a crime in your own province. That's a disgrace. That's like, if you get caught, that's like horrible. Your picture's gonna get plastered on Facebook. Everybody in the town here, everybody in the province will find out who you are. So in Manila, if you commit a crime, these people are coming from Mindanao, from Visayas, they're just like like a melting pot when they get to Manila. Different, even in the Philippines, when it's different cultures, different, you got your Kapampangans, your Ilocanos, your Visayas, your people from Mindanao. A lot of times there's like friction between that too. They don't really like get along either, because there's a dynamic here that you really, that's why I don't like the city, man. There's no pride when it's a city. They don't have a pride in Manila. They don't have a pride in their city. Unlike here in the province, you sense it with the people. When you go from town to town here, Kalibo, Numancia, Makato, the people are like respectful. They take pride in their area. That they're proud of Aklan province. I need to back there just to visit the tourist spots. Yeah, I like the tourist spots in Cebu City, but that's just about it. I wouldn't live there. I wouldn't live in Iloilo City. Good morning, Castaway Drift. All right, everyone. All right, Michael. Bacon burner. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Like J-Boy. Hey, Michael. Belus. Cebu, my favorite little city. Never had issue there, but I'm married. Don't club, hardly drink. Oh, yeah. So, and I'm sure your Filipina is protecting you. You don't drink, so that's another thing, right? That creates sometimes when you're a drinker, you're hanging out in the bars, unsavory characters always, bar situation. Somebody always gets drunk and gets scared away. I don't either, so I don't, even when places that I go, I don't go drinking in bars. So that's a limiting factor to find unsafe places here. Lowell, I know the hospital gives you a copy of your records, but do you know if they also keep electronic or paper records as well? It's mostly paper records here. What you do here, Lowell, when you get discharged from the hospital, you can go to their medical records department in a hospital here, and they're gonna give you what's called a medical abstract. It's a certified document with a color printed paper of the hospital. It's not a copy. It's not just printed on with the official seal of the. It becomes like a real document. If you need like a medical certificate or anything that. But electronic medical records, I'm sure they exist, but very limited here, especially in the province. It's like maybe the big hospitals in Manila might have electronic record, but here, everybody carries their medical record here. It's like whatever, like my records in Medical City, Iloilo, I got them printed out. Whatever I got records in Panay, I got it printed out. I mean, you end up having like your own file that you carry in a folder here. Electronic, that's the thing, it's not a big thing here, websites, anything electronic, most of your, if there's like an online registration in the Philippines, it might work for like 6 months, but down the line after a year, all the websites end up not working. It's like there's really not a lot of websites that end up working for a long time where you input data and they save your data. You can like get it again the next time you log in. They're just behind here when it comes to like electronic tracking and everything still works on paper here. I mean, they still have receipts here. They have like receipts here, Lowell, where that receipt book. They put like the carbon paper and they handwrite it and they give the carbon paper to you. They still got that here. It's like, thanks, brother. All right, LV. Some areas in Cebu are okay, like IT Park, Mactan Newtown, and SM Seaside. But many sketch, I know, right? I mean, you get to know that if you go to Cebu. I mean, you're going to find out really quick what sketchy places are just by looking around. It's like, if it's like the same thing in BGC, same thing at IT Park, Mactan Newtown. If you're looking around and it's like modern looking condos, that's a be pretty safe. But like, if you start walking in areas where it's like the older part of town, you'll sense it. You'll sense. I mean, we all got our spidey sense. You know, we all got our spidey sense where we go, I don't think it's very safe here. I would not be walking around, you know, at nighttime. You know, it's like like I said, my friend Robbie, he stayed there a month, and he said he just didn't feel safe walking around at night. And he's a big dude. Robbie's not like a small dude, you know. Fortune, SM's plan is to build one mall per province. I believe it. I believe it. We're waiting. We're waiting here in Aklan, man. We don't have a SM mall here in Aklan. We're waiting, but I believe it. I believe it, Fortune, because like I said, you know, it's like just the time that I've been here in the Philippines, going on 15 years now. Come March, anywhere I go, I just see I just see everything growing. You know, like towns are growing, cities are growing. They're building. You know, people are multiplying here in the Philippines. I do not think the Philippines has that problem like China or Japan or Korea where people aren't having kids. You know, here in the Philippines, people are having kids. You know, it's like it's still common to see people here have 4 or 5 kids. You know, you don't see that anymore in like developed countries. You know, people having many kids. Still happening here. You know, it's like it's still not uncommon here. Hey, there's Denzel. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. We always, Totoy always sits on the corner there. So when we come down the stairs, we always rub Totoy's belly. So Totoy's spoiled right there. You can see like that. That's Totoy's spot right there in the corner. And we're happy that we still have, you know, Totoy at least, you know, it makes the easier, you know, with losing Chloe. At least we still have Toto. And Toto is not getting younger either. Toto is like 9.5 years now. So she's getting up there in age. All Toto really does is sleep. You know, that corner right there where she sleeps, she's always sleeping there. Hello, Fortune, J-Boy. Good AM, Lowell. J-Boy will be with Ted. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So J-Boy is headed to see Ted. That's awesome, man. I love that when that happens. When people meet on the live streams or different live streams and they go in like a Colonel. Colonel right now is at Belusa's house in Leyte. You know, how cool is that? You know, you meet people online and then you go see them. You know, like Michael S. I know Michael S. It's just a matter of time till I meet him when he heads here to Panay Island. SM has started one in Tagbilaran. See, there you go. There you go, Tagbilaran. Beltran, you know, Luz Beltran, check it out. Tagbilaran is having an SM. We're still a long way from SM, man. I haven't heard a SM project here in Aklan province. It would be nice. It would be nice to have a SM. I like their movie theaters. I like how SM has IMAX and all that. That's one thing I miss not having here in Aklan province is a movie theater. I have to go to Iloilo City to be in a nice theater, eat popcorn. You know, it's like they do have a theater in Boracay. They have like 2. They're like mini theaters though. They don't even have a snack bar. They don't even have. I mean, a movie theater without popcorn. You know, that's a shame. That's a shame, man. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, when we're in Boracay, we tried to watch a movie when we were there. We saw F1, right, babe?
Yeah.
With Brad Pitt. With Brad Pitt. That was the last movie we saw. Are you Albanian? No, I'm not Albanian. I'm Filipino. I'm Filipino. I'm American citizen, Filipino citizen, dual citizen, but I'm a Filipino by birth. Fortune, Bohol is easy ferry to Cebu, Dumaguete, Siquijor. Go east. I know. You know, that's why Tagbilaran City is like a good place, and you're not far from Tagbilaran City to like Panglao, Bohol. You're only like maybe 30-45 minutes away by public transportation. And then once you know, if you have a motorbike, man, if you have a motorbike in Bohol, you can just travel Bohol in a motorbike. Easy. It's kind of like Aklan province. Yeah. If you have a motorbike here in Aklan province, you can travel Aklan province. You see James and Karen from James and Karen's Adventure. They all go all over Aklan on their motorbike. Go to Iloilo, go to Panay Island, go to Rojas City on their motorbike. Lowell, hello, Fortune. Castaway, enjoyed your singing last night, Gino. Lots of fun. Good food for the bird. It was a Amazing time last time. We all had a great time. It was good for Dazzle and I because that was kind of like the first time where Dazzle and I kind of let loose a little bit, celebrated a little bit with friends. You know, that was good because we've been kind of down since Thanksgiving Day when we lost our Chloe. Hasn't been the same for Dazzle and I, but slowly it's gonna take a little bit. It'll take a little bit of time. That's why even this year, it's not like we're canceling Christmas. I think the plan, babe, we're going to Boracay Island for Christmas because Boracay is our happy place. So we figure we'll spend Christmas maybe until we pick up JP at the airport. We'll stay in Boracay Island. Our good friend Robbie and Jonalyn from Walball, Cebu, they're going to be in Boracay. So we want to see them in Boracay. But I haven't even put up Christmas tree, Christmas lights, or anything like that. You know, it's like it's gonna be quiet in the house here for Christmas. I know because Dazzle and I remember like our Christmases. We always like got gifts for our dogs. And Chloe, one of the things about Chloe when we buy her presents, we always tease her. We got gifts for Chloe. We pack the gifts, and we always tell it. We always write on our gifts, to Chloe from Santa. We always do that, and then when she hears that, when we say to Chloe from Santa, she goes crazy. She like runs up and down here. She's like gets so excited. She's trying to reach the gift, So we want, for this year we're not gonna have that. So we figure. Not that we're gonna cancel Christmas or anything. I'll still get Leanna, mom, their Christmas gift. Dazzle and I will go to Boracay Island. That's our happy place. So at least we'll have good vibes when we go to Boracay Island. Yep, Tagbilaran from Ted says very good central spot for travel and not so crowded. And that's the thing too, not so crowded. Not so crowded. Like I said, Tagbilaran City, Bohol, it gives me the same vibe that I get here in Aklan Province. It's not crowded. People are nice. Hey, Dean Vortel, my good friend in Colorado Springs. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. You are spot on about arrival airports. I want a place not far from a good airport to use it as a home base to travel. Yeah, that's and you don't want your home base to be Manila. If Manila is your airport to use, right, that'd be like, it's like, it's a lot easier. We've flown out of Angeles City. So if you have like closer to Angeles City, you got provinces there, even like in Pangasinan, La Union, Tarlac, that area. If you like the beach area right there, you're still close enough using North Luzon Expressway to Clark. Easier to fly out of Clark than in Manila. And then that's why I always refer people to Iloilo City, because to me now, with what Iloilo City offers, like as far as like everything that you'd want in a city, but not the real congestion like Manila or Cebu. And the airport in Iloilo City, man, it's like top notch. They got direct flights from pretty much anywhere domestic you want to go here in the Philippines. I know from Iloilo City, direct flights to Dumaguete, to Bacolod, to Bohol, Panglao, Bohol. They have direct Bicol to Davao, so, and even direct flights from Iloilo City, direct flights to Singapore, to Thailand, to Taiwan, So to me, it's becoming really a good destination if you're looking for a soft landing here. Like for Dean, to me, if what you're looking for, Dean, Iloilo City would be ideal for you. Easy travel, domestic travel, and international travel. First time in Cebu was in 2002. Went to Mactan and City Market, Carbon. Next was in 2014, went to the Ayala Mall, IT Park. But many places to explore in Cebu. South, go to Malboal for Sardine Run. But yeah, many, outside of Cebu City. What I noticed when I was in Cebu City, fortunate a couple of times that Dazzle and I have gone there, it's expensive riding the taxi. You know, there's quite a distance from, like, let's say if you're Mactan, by Mactan Airport, and usually that's, popular, Mactan Newtown. And then if you're going to like IT Park and then the Seaside Mall, there's just a big distance. So when you ride a taxi with the traffic, man, you get charged. You got, I do know they got Uber. I think they got Uber, but still, just to get around, Cebu City, it can get quite expensive. 300, 400, right, babe? See, that's what I just said. 300, 400 for a cab. When we're in Iloilo City, Dazzle and I, we haven't gone in a cab in Iloilo City and spend more than 150. And that's from the farthest area in Iloilo City to the other. In Cebu City, when we were riding cabs, man, like I said, 300 just like that, 400 just like that. I'm like, and then when we had to ride that bridge, remember, babe?
Yeah.
That big bridge, the taxi driver, he said, well, we can take the big bridge, but I got to pay a toll, where he passed the toll to us. We're the one that had to pay the toll. But I told him, yeah, go ahead, to avoid the traffic, so it's just expensive to get around Cebu City on public transportation. Not the case in Iloilo City. Iloilo City's got buses, small buses, jeepneys that you can ride from different spots in Iloilo City. Not hard, they're not expensive. I just found that in Manila's worse. Manila's worse than Cebu City when it comes to like traveling. Imagine getting stuck in traffic in Manila on a cab. It's like a happy birthday, Edgar, from Michael. Enjoyed watching you live yesterday evening. Gino and the family. I know. Hey, James and Karen's Adventures. All right, good morning. Good morning, James. I saw that you made the trip back to Iloilo, hopefully. I don't know if you're home already. I know at least the sunshine, at least it's not hard to travel. Thank you for joining the live stream, James. Colonel, good morning, Gino, and all our friends. All right. In the north, there's Bantayan. Yeah, I've never been to Bantayan, but my friend from the US, he vacationed for like a month in Bantayan Island. He told me he's from Arizona and he stayed there for a month. He said the thing that he had issue with in Bantayan was like the amount of power outages that they had during his stay there. And that, even Boracay now, I was like reading an article, like from December 4 to December 7, they've had like nightly power outages. Most of your hotels will have generators and all that, but still, you got all those loud generators playing in Boracay. There's always an issue with the power outages in Boracay. Actually, in September, there was a whole week when they didn't have power in Boracay. Imagine that, a tourist destination that have electricity problems. And the reason for that is they get their electricity from mainland Aklan. They run the electric lines in the ocean to go to Boracay. And I guess that whatever, it always breaks. They wrap it, they do all kinds of stuff with it, but it's always breaking. That's why that was one of the main issues of building a bridge, was getting the electric supply underneath the bridge. That way it's not underwater. Because the way it works now, they're running the lines, the power lines in Boracay underwater. It's not working. It's like it goes down every year. There's always an issue. With the, like right here, it says a Boracay Informer. I'm gonna read the Boracay Informer. It says here, blackout, island capital. After nearly 50 hours of darkness last September, imagine that, 50 hours of no electricity in a top class resort island, best island, a vacation spot. They had that issue back in September. Now, 4 consecutive nights from December 4 to 7. Same issue, recurring issue. It's like that issue with the power lines going from the mainland to like Boracay Island getting damaged, and that's why it takes for them time to fix it because it's underwater. I don't know what kind of fix they have, but it's always temporary fix because they go through it every year. It's a recurring problem in Boracay is getting electricity to them. And the same thing, any island here in the Philippines like Bantayan Island, because the source of their electricity would be from the mainland. So that's an issue, right? When you're running the cable electric lines underneath the water. As much typhoons we get here, strong waves, those lines get damaged here. Good morning, Colonel, from Michael. Good AM, James, Colonel. James, are you back in Aklan now? All right. Hey, all right, there's Ruben. Hey, my brother. Man, Ruben was like throwing down the Elvis. Ruben's got that deep voice, a perfect voice for like Elvis songs. Good morning. Aloha. Kakahiyaka. All right, my brother Ruben. Had a great time. Ruben was like, hey, man, Ruben had a few beers last night. He was celebrating last night, man. Yes, Fortune, we are back. All right. I'm glad to hear you're back, James. Glad you're back. Opening lights was last night at the Capitol, James. The next one is at Pastrana Park on the 14th. That's gonna be the biggest one. The biggest opening of lights in all of Aklan province is opening lights on the 14th at Pastrana Park. I didn't get to go to the Capitol area because we were at Edgar's birthday celebration last night, but we did see the fireworks. It was like we were on the 4th floor and all of a sudden all the fireworks in Calibo, we could see all the fireworks for Edgar's birthday. Yeah, Edgar got a free fireworks show for his birthday. So awesome. Have been to Tagbilaran in 2002, want to come back next year, bring the kids. Panglao beaches and do the eco tour. Oh yeah, man, it's like all that is fun. It's good, your kids will enjoy that, Fortune. I love our time. There's so much to do in Bohol. Chocolate Hills, the Tarsiers, the forest thing, like something enchanted forest, the cave, swimming inside the cave, Balikasag Island, Virgin Island. I mean, there's so much activities to do there. So much fun. Hello, James and Karen from JP. Fortune, great, James. Made the most out of the trips. Still many to explore, even around Negros. And yeah, that's the thing, man. James and I, we got the same mentality when it comes to the Philippines. You just got to go with the flow. It's like sometimes things don't work out as planned. You just go to plan B, plan C. No matter what you do, it's fun anyway. They were headed to Leyte, it didn't work out, but they ended up in La Castañela, and they had a good time with Rhea and Roy's property that they're building. They got to see a waterfall. So to me, it was still a fun trip. Beltran, I believe there is another mall to be built at Tagbilaran, a new SM mall. Walking distance. Oh, nice. I think you got mentioned there that they were building at SM. We're still waiting on our SM here in Aklan province. You okay, babe? Yeah, you all right? I will always remember when I was a child, my grandfather giving his theories of life, telling me the older you get, the faster it goes. He was so right. God bless. I know, right? It does go. I believe that. It's like I get your point there, Michael. It seems like the older I've gotten, I'll be 60 this coming year. Time is like going faster. It seems like, but hey, you just gotta make the most out of it. Just enjoy each day because each day is a blessing.
Where's Mama, babe?
She was outside earlier. Mom, she's always doing laundry, but I don't see her now. Manila soft landing is one of the 3 parachutes collapsed. Lucky to not have bailed out to Bangkok. I know, JP. To me, that's like so important to have that soft landing here in the Philippines. Your first 3 months, at least get situated, get the layout of the land, at least get comfortable, Then after that, it's like after you realize that, hey, this is my new home now, this is like my new life now. Usually it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes, for some people more than 3 months, but usually that's like, after 3 months, you're either gonna feel like you made it or not. You made that transition to the Philippines. James and Karen, Colonel, all right. If you get the time, Fortune, go to Anda de Boracay, Anda Beach here in Bohol. Awesome place. All right, all right. Edgar, rushing to get ready for my trip today. All right, safe travels, Edgar. Edgar's headed to Iloilo City for the next few days here. So more adventures for Edgar.
Kuya Ed, have fun.
Yeah, the Dazzle said, Kuya Ed, have fun. Kuya Ed, have fun. That's great, the fireworks. I didn't get to that part. Got some shut-eye by Dan. I didn't include. I don't think I included it on the live stream. But the live stream ended because I lost connection. They do have. I think Starlink was the residential Starlink at La Casa Española, but I lost the connection. I was like, I saw the number of viewers dropped, so I just ended. That was before the fireworks. I did film it on my GoPro. I filmed the fireworks on my GoPro, so I'll add it to a video. Yes, Dad, I have seen some vids of Anda. True, it's like Boracay, but not yet developed. We'll see if we can squeeze. All right. There is a 5-hectare limit on land ownership in the Philippines. Oh, all right, all right. I didn't know that, James. See, James knows more about land ownership than me, man. I have no, I'm not going to buy 5 hectares. That's why, I'm happy with that little piece of land that we bought in Katiklan. That's all I can afford. That's all I can afford. Enjoy Iloilo City, Edgar, my birthplace. All right, Fortune. Ruben, Edgar's birthday gathering was wonderful and full of joy and fun with delicious food, plenty of drinks, and karaoke. So when is the next birthday party or any party gathering? Well, Ruben, you're not gonna be here. Ruben's headed back to the U.S. We're gonna when JP arrives, we're gonna have another get together. When JP welcome JP to Aklan province here. But you're gonna be back in the U.S. man. You're gonna be back in the U.S. LB, way underdeveloped and long drive, 2.5-hour drive from Panglao too. But they do have some nice resorts there. Good morning, Will. Good morning, Will. You are correct. Foreigners not allowed SC. But yes, that's what I figured. They're not allowed the senior card. But any ID shown, like, yeah. There's businesses here that will give Americans, expats a discount. Sometimes they don't even ask for your ID. If you look, I guess they figure you're a senior citizen just by the looks, they'll give you a discount. But you're not supposed to get a discount because the senior discount is supposed to be only for Filipino citizens. If I wasn't surviving the wildness of Leyte, that birthday party, I know, Colonel, I know you would have been at the party, and you would have been invited. I mentioned it to you like at during our Thanksgiving get together. Even James, if they were here, I wasn't sure if they were made it back already to Aklan from their trip to Negros, but. Plenty of opportunities. We got, New Year's, something in New Year's we'll schedule when JP gets here. And I know in the future we're going to have more get-togethers with all the expats here in Panay. Fortune, restaurants, hotel, plane tickets. Pollution is the worst in Manila. Yeah, that pretty much I have to agree with that. It's like, it says Iloilo is very low crime. Do you think helmets would be safe there as well? Yes, I've seen same thing. Same thing. Helmets in Iloilo City. You see it on top of motorbikes because I've seen it in James and Karen's videos, and also with Michael, our friend Michael, that Philippines Life. I've walked around Iloilo City, and I see people with their park their motorbike, helmet on top. You know, it's like that won't happen in Manila. That won't happen in Manila. You're lucky if they don't steal like your side mirrors in Manila or parts of your motorbike. Everything gets taken over in Manila, man. Yeah. It's like nothing. If it ain't bolted down or secured or something, it's gonna get stolen in Manila, man. I grew up there. You know, it's like I was born and raised in Manila. I grew up in the 70s in Manila, and even back then, you know, everything is like free game in Manila as far as people stealing it. And that hasn't changed. It's gotten worse because there's more people from everywhere. You know, in Iloilo City, most of the people in Iloilo City, they're from Iloilo. You know, it's like they have that Ilonggo pride. You know, I'm sure there's transplanted people there, but like Fortune here, he knows, you know, the people, some of the kindest people, some of the most humble people you'll meet are the Ilonggos in Iloilo. You survived the frontier. Yes, like the colonel survived the frontier. Hey, that's a good experience, though. That's a good experience. And are you from Japan? No, I'm not from Japan. I wish I was from Japan. I wish I was get to visit Japan again. I lived for 4 years in Japan when I was in the military. Really enjoyed my time in Japan. As an expat, senior citizen, just don't expect the benefit. Just let it be offered to you. Yeah, exactly. If you know, you're not gonna argue, right? If they put on your bill a senior discount there, I wouldn't argue it, you know. But some do. Some you know, a lot of times I think established businesses that do that, they just want your business. They want to like keep you, you know, because you know expats when they eat at restaurants here, they spend money. You know, they spend money here. You know, when they order a lot of food. You know, they order a lot of drinks. You know, so it's good to keep your business. You good to keep your business. Jay Slater. That's funny. That's funny, man. Nothing wrong with being gay, you know. It's like, but I'm not gay, so I'm not a gay channel. So,
I can confirm that.
you can. My wife can confirm that. My wife can confirm that. Also, drug trafficking too. Kevin Shores. Oh yeah, that's you know. Unfortunately, you know, big cities like Manila, you know, it's like there's gonna be drug activity there. You know, it's like I'm sure there's drug activity anywhere you go, but it's just not prevalent. It's not just prevalent here in our province of Aklan because here, if they catch you with marijuana or any drugs here in the province, man, your picture is gonna get posted on Facebook. They're gonna make an example of you here. You know, it's like everybody's gonna find out that you're a druggie. You know, everybody's gonna find. Oh, and who wants that? Who wants? Oh, I remember him. I went to school with him in high school. You know, that druggie. You know, who wants to be labeled a druggie? I heard Mactan, Newtown, Cebu is a bubble. It's a bubble. Derek, yeah, I mean Mactown, Newtown, it's the same almost setup like BGC, not as big, you know. BGC is like, but if you live in Mactan, Newtown, you got your condominiums there, you got your 7-Eleven, you got your little area there where it's pretty safe. But the minute you get out of that and you travel to the different parts of Cebu City, you have to be more careful. Medical City or Stigas is still paper. Got to go. Bringing Mag. All right, Fortune. Drive safe, Fortune. Thanks all. See you all tomorrow. Bye, Fortune. Gino, can you get a decent printer for your PC there? Oh yeah, plenty of. There's in Calibo. They have you can get a nice printer now for a couple of thousand pesos, maybe $50, $60. You can get a decent printer. Hello, Colonel. Jane K. and Ford from Daniel. So long, Fortune. All right, Cebu Lapu-Lapu has a good ferry port to travel from. All right. I have traveled there. It's a nice port, but man, it's crowded. Man, we took that ferry from Cebu City to to Tagbilaran City, the fast scrap, 2 hours. Man, that port, it is packed in there, Daniel. I mean, like, even to buy your ticket, you got to get there early. There's a long line, so the different tickets to get your ticket. And then when you get inside the building, you're packed in there like sardines, man. It's like a lot of people travel from that port in Cebu. Hannah, all right, Hannah, all right, from James and Karen. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Castaway Drip, have an amazing day, Gino. All right, brother from another. All right, man. Always, God bless, my brother. I'm gonna end the live stream here real quick. I'm just gonna go through the comments here also. Do they have Grab? I think they do. I think they have Grab. A big city like, I know Manila has this. I'm pretty sure they have Grab in Cebu also. But it gets expensive, man. Grab and taxis in Cebu. I guess because the city's pretty spread out. It's like, especially if you're coming from Mactan, you got to cross the bridge. If you got to go to like the Seaside Mall, 300, 400 pesos each time, It adds up quick. It adds up quick over there, man. Are you a good touch or bad touch Christian channel? I don't know what that means. Good touch or bad touch Christian channel.
Sometimes when we touch.
Daniel, they sound have two different ways, paths, to get power to Boracay. Then one goes out. They have the other path to use. They probably should. Yeah, but probably the cost. I'm sure it has to be the cost. It has to be the cost, Daniel. Hey, Scuba Steve! All right, Scuba Steve. Good morning, brother. Hey, Far East Rider, my friend Rick.
Hey.
In long time no see. In Jacksonville, Florida. My birthday happens during my time there in Calibo. All right. We'll have to celebrate your birthday. Give your friends another chance. I can't drive 55. I can't drive 55. I know. That was the song, one of the karaoke song last night. That's Edgar. The Edgar was singing. I can't drive 55. I can't drive 55. Bye, everyone. All right, Kevin Shores. Bye. All right, I'm gonna end the live stream right here. I'm trying to cut down on the time of the live stream. I want to eventually hit like 1 hour and a half maybe, but I went a little over, at least not 2 hours. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for the live stream. Appreciate your time. Bye. Have a great day. Pinay Heart at Home. Hannah. Oh, no. Well, maybe there's usually other bloggers here in Panay. I know James and Karen, they live stream. I know Michael S. He live streamed. The Colonel. Put them all on your like the bell, click notification bell, so that when I end my live stream. I usually do my live streams early after I take Leanna to school. I drop her off at 7 a.m. Usually that's when I do my live stream, but I'm sure part of our little community of live streamers here in Panay Island, in Negros Island, Masbate Island, the thriving expat, you should be able to find another live stream after mine. Okay, all right. You will be okay, Hannah. All right, JP. All right, take care, everyone. Everyone, have a great day. Everyone, stay blessed.